Okay, Acoustic Bliss. Let's go drinking. When these shoes were new, it was how do you do? It was whiskey and telling your tale. When my shirt was clean, I was there to be seen. I had clear eyes and my sight never failed. And all of my brothers that I've met on the way, they were drinking by night, they were drinking by day. Now restore to my eyes what was clear and was bright, and take me out drinking tonight. Whoa, take me out drinking tonight. Now bluebells and matches and stains on the table, and the sweet smell of the luscious woodbine. Well, Mr. McEwen, you will be my ruin, I said, but I don't really mind. And all of my brothers that I've met on the way, they were drinking by night, they were drinking by day. Now restore to my eyes what was clear and was bright, and take me out drinking tonight. Whoa, take me out drinking tonight. Well, they're still shining through all those stains on the table. Left is heavy and the other is light. Well, if it's left up to you, girl, I know what you'll do. You'll take me out drinking tonight. Whoa, take me out drinking tonight. And all of my brothers that I've met on the way, they were drinking by night, they were drinking by day. Now restore to my eyes what was clear and was bright, and take me out drinking tonight. Whoa, take me out drinking tonight.
Hello, good evening, welcome to Acoustic Bliss. If I look like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards, it's because I have spent the week being dragged through a hedge backwards. I'm trying to get top of my beer. You were all talking about your drinks. Oh, need this. Anyway, welcome back to Acoustic Bliss. We're a little bit low key tonight. As you know, we've had a bit of a few weeks. In fact, you may not even know that, because the idea was that we were going to take a couple of weeks off. Sorry, that's Vaseline, sore lips. we were going to take a couple of weeks off and have a rest, and it didn't work out like that because Mark's mum unfortunately became quite ill quite suddenly. In fact, it was the day after the last Acoustic Bliss, the morning after last Acoustic Bliss. So we have been up and down to England. It's been quite a thing, really. And so I'm going to start by saying, if you've tuned in to watch Mark pin things to himself, set fire to himself, or watch him and me fight, then I'm afraid there'll be none of that tonight, because he's not feeling up to camera stuff at the moment. Now, he did say that he wanted to thank everybody for all the messages. He really has appreciated them. Well, we both have, but obviously it's Mark's mum, and he, you know, it's really made a difference. It's really helped. I'm gonna take my glasses off. So she is now stable, and although it's a long road to recovery, she's as healthy as she can be, and she's out of danger anyway. So so thought we'd say that at the start. And but I felt that I don't know when Mark's going to feel like, we're not live streaming, he's not live streaming at all at the moment. I don't know when he's going to feel like standing in front of a camera again, but I know lots of you you've been getting drunk on your own without us, and lots of people said they'd missed it. So I thought, right, well, it's been 3 weeks, let's do something. And unbelievably, people have sent me all sorts of stuff to show you. So I'm going to have a go on my own, because I am a big girl, and it reminded me of there have been times when we were working, and Mark couldn't get to the Bliss on time, and I would set the gear up and start without him, and so it's a bit like that, although I'll also be finishing without him. So anyway, cheers everybody. And so I've got all sorts of really lovely stuff. People have sent me stuff, and I thought we're going to ring the changes, because although I do hope that I'm hoping this will be the only one I do completely on my own, but we'll see what happens. But if nothing else, having a few weeks off means that there's a break between the old and the new, and it is spring, and we are to look forward, and there are things changing, things afoot, aren't there? And I feel like there's a bit of light of something at the end of the tunnel. I'm pulling bits of tape off, so I can't do everything all at once. If you've tuned in just to watch the cock-ups, I'm sure there'll be some of those, but hopefully I've got it all under control. I feel a little bit nervous. Right, so what I thought we'd do today is it's the beginning of season 26. It's the first episode of a brand new season, and as I said in the blurb, we've had, that's 26 seasons. So we've had 25 already, and so this is our 7th spring, and that's quite something, really, quite something. But there's not been a spring like this before. So what I thought we'd do tonight is we're going to have a little bit of past, a little bit of present, and a little bit of future. And I'm going to try not to talk too much. A lot of the videos tonight are quite short, so they might go back to back or whatever, but I'm gonna try really hard not to talk too much, because I know I do. And I hope you're enjoying all being together in the chat. If you're watching on YouTube, sorry, we can't chat there, and I might not even be able to see your comments, but if you head over to livestream.com/Bailey Guitars, we're at episode 26.1, and you can join in the chat in the virtual bar there. Have my glasses. So we've got all sorts for you, and it was actually a pleasure to look through the stuff. And one thing I've realised is just how much stuff we've got. So let's start at the beginning. Let's have a little retrospective, just a mini one, and let's start as you mean to go on, I like this. This is Anchorline. Hopefully it will be Anchorline. Meter 1. I'm with it.
When I was young and I was in my day, I could have stole what woman's heart there was away. Sing and dance into the morning, blaze away until the dawning, long before I was the man you see today. I was born beneath the star that promised all. Could have lived my life between Cork, Cove and Youghal, but the wheel of fortune took me from the highest point she shook me. By the bottle live, by the bottle I shall fall. There in the mirror on the wall, I see the dream is fading from the contender to the brawl. Ring the rose, the matador is railing, and when I die, I'll die drunk down on the street. You can count me out to 10 in clear defeat. Wrap the starry cloud around me, let the piper's air resound me. There I rest until the Lord of love I meet. When I die, I'll die drunk down on the street. You can count me out to 10 in clear defeat. Wrap the starry cloud around me, let the piper's air resound me. There I'll rest until the Lord of love I meet. Wrap the starry cloud around me, let the piper's air resound me. There I'll rest until the Lord of love I meet.
Oh, here we go. So that was unclaimed. Actually, wasn't the one I wanted to start with. But hey, hello, Helen McLaughlin says, "Yay, you're going. I am going. I'm on it. I hope." So thank you to Ancholine. That was the contender. Oh, I feel a bit formal and I'm sure I'll relax. I'll have another drink. Right. Anyway, some hellos. Hello to everybody. I actually don't know everybody that's in the chat because there were that many comments when I came on, and I'm kind of excited that everybody's excited to be back in the bar, and it does mean something. It does mean something that you're glad that we're back, because I told you this before, that there's been several times when I thought, who needs this? But I know that some of you do, lots of you do, and I really appreciate you telling us that, because it does make all the difference. Anyway, that wasn't the film I was going to start with. I was going to start with the next one, because I said start as you mean to go on, and this is so that was a film that was made. It's like a little Bliss collaboration, because Caroline at the time worked behind the bar. She made the film. Duffy filmed at Duffy's studio and he did the sound. And there's Steve McCann, JP, regular Blissers, and Donald, who's been quite a lot as well. And Donald Boyle, fiddle player, he is one of the founding lights of Crofters in Arran. And when we're all allowed out, and wherever you're watching in the world, if you ever get over to Scotland, you've got to go to Arran and you've got to go to Crofters, which is a restaurant and well, it isn't at the moment, but a beautiful food bistro, and they do live music. And Donald's been doing stuff on my player, which maybe I'll talk about later. But what I was going to play first was this next clip, and because if we're talking about little nibbles from the past, lots of time covers a huge amount of time. Burbling now, I need to drink more. But one of my early memories from lockdown, really early memories, right from the beginning when we started streaming, was being asked by more than one person for this. So I thought, seeing as we're turning over a new leaf and we're looking a little bit at the past, we'll have a little bit of this. Oh, I'm missing Mark already, actually. Here we go. Did you hear any of that? Now, actually, what I should have said... There is sound. Okay, so what I should have said is that Some Things Don't Change. This is a bit of film from 2019. Some of you will recognise it already, but those of you who are newer won't. And what I need to tell you is this is one of the most amazing bands that we had. They came from South Africa, and they were fantastic. And unfortunately, something went wrong with our sound. Quelle surprise. So the beginning of their set is silent. But you get the idea even without the sound, and then it kicks in. Here we go.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm coming to the middle.
Hello. So that was Jenny and the James, and yeah, fantastic. And honestly, could not believe it that the sound was missing, because their very first track was ultra amazing. It was high energy. Honestly, it was amazing. It was such a fantastic start, and I was really glad at the time because someone in the pub videoed it, and I thought it still existed online, but it doesn't. So if anybody finds that, will you let me know? So I've got to say some hello. So Jenny and James, Ruth put something in the chat from South Africa. Two Jameses and a Jenny. That's where they got their name from. And we met them because James, the fiddle player, came when the Golf Open was on, and he had his fiddle, and he actually spent more time in the bar playing over the few days that he was there than he did either watching golf or doing anything else. So we were very glad. And then they came back when they were on tour. I think they'd just come back from Edinburgh Festival, and we were hoping to get them back. I think they were supposed to be at Edinburgh Festival in 2020, but hey, we'll get them another time. So it's past. That was the beginning. That was from the past, but also the beginning of lockdown, and that really stood out to me, because lots and lots of people, when I asked for requests and what do you really want to hear, and that one came up because it's an absolute humdinger. Right, might play a bit more of that later. I've no idea. I thought it might be a shorter show, and I hope it will be a little bit shorter, but I've got sent so many things. So we're still sort of on the past, but I want to say a few hellos to start off with. So can we say hello to Lorraine? Lorraine, she's watching. I know she's not in the chat, and Lorraine, stay with us, and it's good to see you, even though I can't. Little drummer Lorraine. Can I also say hello? We've got a new person who's watching, Ron, and I don't know. There's also there's a few new people watching. I don't know everybody's names, but we're really grateful and glad that you've joined us, and to sort of see some of the best of Ayrshire music, and Ayrshire and beyond, right? So I want to thank Ruth for recommending people and for keeping everybody up to date. Hello to everybody in the chat. I don't even know half of you that are here. And thank you to everybody that's messaged and sent us stuff. We've had lots of really lovely messages. Moira, the chocolate lasted about 3 minutes, I think, from when but it was lovely. Thank you. So let's put the next video on now. I want tonight to be as positive and joyful as we can, and so this is an also a little thing from one of my past things. I like to have a happy place. This was from last year, but I totally, honestly, this made me laugh so much. And if you don't like, there's the odd swear word in it, so you'll just have to either shut your ears or go and put the kettle on. But please enjoy this, because this really did make me laugh. Now let me see if I can. Ooh, I might even be able to put it on. So enjoy. This is from 2020, but we're going to leave 2020 behind very soon, and this is a fitting end. Here we go.
That's right. Here we go. We're a little song here. Hope you like it. Alright, let's get her done. Well, 2020's been a hell of a year. I've been locked down and grumpy, and I'm running out of beer, and I'm feeling kind of funky, though I only sing the blues. It's 2020's left us nothing much to lose. Yeah, I've been looking back at the last 11 years, and then I realize it's only months, reducing me to tears. Well, time has lost all meaning as the seasons seem to fuse. 20 shit and 20s just refusing to enthuse. We've had bushfires in Australia, no deal Brexit, Donald Trump, racist cops, fascist strops, recession, Donald Trump. Well, I won't dwell on Corona, 'cause there's little to amuse. 20 Trump and 20's gonna leave a fucking bruise. Alright then, come on. Alright, let's go. Well, I might have found an answer to alleviate the year, and it don't involve the wacky backy, the bourbon or the beer. Karma's coming round, but it's down to everyone. Just random acts of kindness throughout 2021. Yeah. So pay a stranger's parking charge, trim a neighbor's tree, smile hello to everyone, resuscitate a bee, wear a mask, wash your hands, observe the social distance. We'll lose the blues for better news and bid this year good riddance. Hey, that was pretty good. What the heck?
So that's Kenny Tom. Oh, sorry, Carsick Kenny. Carsick Kenny and Isabella. And Isabella was she is one of our Bliss babies. And she's 10, for goodness sakes. That's how old we all are. So, Carsick Kenny. Now, I think that was made for. There's like a Ruth will know. It's it was an online, like an open mic kind of thing, but not quite like a talent. Ruth, you know, tell us, and we'll enjoy that when. She'll know everything. But it's very, very good, very, very good. That's and I messaged Kenny this week, and then he's got some other things up his sleeve, I hope. And you see, you would think, would you not? Or you might think, those of you that don't play, that this lockdown would have been an amazing opportunity for musicians to, you know, learn new things and write and all the rest of it. But to be perfectly honest, for lots of musicians, it's you can't just. It's really hard just to do to order, and you've got to be feeling it. And I think a lot of musicians just have lost a lot of mojo. And so what we're still temporarily in the past, but what I hope, looking forward and going forward, that we'll all get it back. And then what grows from the wizened, hacked and pollarded stump that is the creative profession, that beautiful and better will grow. I mean, we've been trying to do cathartic things, and we hacked a lot of Hawthorne this last week, and it does it good. So that's what I hope. So lots of musicians, and you'll have noticed Mark and I haven't played once in this last year, and that's because we haven't played once. Anyway, not going to dwell, but because we'll be moving on from the past. But I'm trying to pick my highlights out from the past. Not that I can, because there's that much. But these are just things to entertain, to amuse, to enjoy. And if you're new or not, I hope you enjoy, because we're very fond. We love all of our players and our listeners, of course. But the people who have brought us so much pleasure, and I'm hoping Well, I'll come to that. So, yes, now, talking of the past, this appeared at my door. Well, not literally at my door, that would be a bit weird. That would be a bit weird if this appeared at my door, but those of you who are fairly regular will recognise this. It is literally a blast from the past. Don't forget to put your comments in the comments. Thank you.
Or not.
I've got two mice. It's a disaster waiting to happen. Anyway, so that was what arrived at my door. No, not the postman, Mike Mabbott. It was TV 10206, and because I said that we were going to do it something tonight, and if anybody had videos, old or new, they could send them, and that's what the email postie brought to my door today. And yes, it's not Acoustic Bliss. And just so you know, that when we play live, we only allow electric guitars if there's a very good reason, as in if they're part of a acoustic band. Or we tried to keep it strict because there are lots of, actually, don't know about anywhere else, but in Ayr there were lots of places or lots of opportunities for electric players to jam and open mic, and a lot less for us acousticy people. So we've sort of had that strict rule, really. But tonight we relaxed it for TV, and I loved it. And as he said, nice guitar, beautiful guitar. So thank you very much. Thank you. And I've been sent such a lot of, and it was lovely, such a lot of lovely different stuff tonight. So we're still in our past. And we will leave it. Well, I say we'll leave it behind. I mean, obviously, we've still got several months of not being allowed to play and live streaming. So I'm still going to dip into the archive, and who knows what will happen when everything opens up. So it's not that we're abandoning the past. I'm just, maybe want to draw a little line under retrospectiveness all the time. But hey, I like a little bit of retrospectiveness. So my next film is also from the past, and I'm swithering a bit which one I should show, actually, because I've got two. Right, I'm going to go with this one. So I want to this next film, right, is because it was a request. Well, not the film itself, but I had a request. I asked, if anybody's got any requests, send me them. And the only person who actually made a request was Ruth. So Ruth, your wish is my command, and I shall be bringing from over there. No, it's over there, actually. I shall be bringing over a video, not that I've prepared, but that your request person made earlier in the past. And actually, basically, Ruth she requested a Sam Winston song, because it is, I think she said 4, but I might be wrong, it's a few years anyway. Sam Winston first came up from he lives right down in the southeast in Kent, and he came up to Scotland for a week or so with his family, and he played some gigs, and he's such a great player, singer-songwriter, and an all-round nice guy, and we're absolutely chuffed that he's one of our Bailey players. So anyway, as well as writing, singing, and amazing, he's a composer, really. As well as doing all that, he has a really brilliant creative eye-ear thing, and he tries really hard to make videos to go with his fantastic original music. So Ruth, this is for you because you deserve it. There's a theme. I think there might be a cat in this one, and actually, for our times, this is a really good video.
Do you dream of this, where we first met in the ether? Do we really live our lives? Who decides? They will name her this, she'll look like that. Did the director lay her down? With black and white blueprints, set of ingredients for a girl inside and out. Tell me who decides what makes us tick, what makes us smile, what makes us sing. Do we create or walk a line? Alone we live above our why. What do we give? Who decides? Then we'll meet one night and love's first sight will take him by surprise. Like a lightning bolt through his heart, asunder charts. It's strikes so bright. So tell me who decides what makes us tick, what makes us smile, what makes us sing. Do we create or walk a line? Alone we live, above or wide. What do we give? Who decides? La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Tell me who decides what makes us tick, what makes us smile, what makes us sick. Do we create or walk a line? Alone we live, above or wide. What do we give? Who decides?
Wow, now. So, me and Ruth, we cannot sing the praises of Sam Winston highly enough on so many levels. He's absolutely cracking, and he's working on a new album. I think he's going to release an EP first. So if you are new and you haven't come across him, and so you're not fed up of us going on about him, look him up, samwinston.com. Now there's other people, there's an artist, there's a few, there might even be a poet called Sam Winston, but this is Sam Winston, the musician, and that track was taken from the album The Fire and the Icicle, which is it's a supremely beautiful piece of work, and I'm excited about his next album coming up, but I hopefully it's going to take us in new directions. But Sam plays, here we are, I'm off. But anyway, he's brilliant, and when he came up, he played as many gigs as he could. Unfortunately, this time of year was not brilliant for gigs anyway, but hopefully, so there'll be things for him to play, and we'll get him to come up and play live. And remember, everybody that I'm talking about, everybody that we mention, usually somebody puts something in the chat on livestream.com/Bailey Guitars. If you're watching on catch up, you'll see in the chat, usually somebody puts a reference, a link onto who they are, and where to find them. And even the players that we feature, we show, they're all even the professional ones, the ones that do it full time, everybody is available. So if you see someone you really like, then get in touch with them, message them, invite them to your town or your event, as it's looking increasingly like we might get out of this in the summer in some way. Obviously, musicians are desperate for money, desperate to perform, and having dates in the diary definitely helps. Anyway, we've almost dispensed with the past. So that was, Ruth said it was 4 years since he came up, and I can't believe that. Now he did actually do a songwriter session, but unfortunately, you're not going to believe this, but there was a bit of a kerfuffle, and somehow it wasn't in sync. The internet, I don't know. We don't know what happened. Couldn't be like that now, eh? So far, all going tickety-boo. It's a bit worrying, isn't it? I don't know if Mark's going to be watching, but if you are watching, Mark, don't worry, it doesn't feel right without you, and it's all going to go wrong. Anyway, let's have a look. There's chat going on there. I don't know what. I can't, because I can't do both. Oh yeah, so what I was going to say was that oh, hello Chloe, that's what I was going to say. Hello, how are you? Oh, all these lovely people. See, I can't, I find it really hard to go on Facebook because it just makes me yearn, and it makes me sad, it makes me angry, it makes me cry, all those things. So I barely go on there. So when I see people's names, or I see their pictures or something of them, it makes me do that. Anyway, tonight is a bit different. If you've not watched before, it's a bit different to what I do normally, because normally there's sort of more like little slots, you know, people have got sort of 2 or 3 songs. Tonight is more of a collection of videos that I've been sent, or that I've dug out. So we're going to leave the past behind, but there's one last video that I want to play, coming out of leaving the past behind. There's one last video, if I can find it. Here we go. And this also, to me, this summed up the spring. Not summed it up, but this appeared in the spring last year, spring, sort of early summer, and it makes me happy. It just captured a mood, and even if people even if you weren't feeling it when you saw this, you thought, yeah, that's so. And I hope that this lovely, happy, sunny thing is what we're going to get more of as the days go by, as the days get longer and warmer, hopefully. That we'll get a lot more of this. So more about this in a minute, but here we go.
Day, we'll chase clouds away.
Wrong mouse. Right, I will get hands. Oh, no, that's not the right one either. Ha ha. Don't know what's going on. Oh yeah, I do. Okay, so now you see, I may look like a bumbling fool most weeks, and that's mostly because I am, but I am trying, because obviously I do have to do a bit of it myself, and you know, I can handle my IT. Anyway, Bumblebee, Katie Cross, and what, honestly, yes, just, and that was early, it was sort of spring or early summer last year, and it was when people first started doing videos playing remotely, and yes, Mandy, very professional, but then that's Katie Cross for you. More about her in a bit. But listen, the point about Acoustic Bliss, again, if you're new, is that we were always live, rough and ready. Emphasis on the rough, but always ready for music, fun, everybody welcome. Just get up and do it. And when it's live and we're all together, you feel the energy, and it's not about being note perfect or looking professional. It was about playing, sharing and enjoying it, and yeah, whether you're a listener or a player, you know what that's about. And I saw someone this week, I won't say exactly who it is, but I bumped into someone. I didn't bump into them literally, but I saw someone because I broke down. That's in the past. Boxing that up, throwing that over there. Anyway, so, and this person said to me, you know, like lots of us, how you know, just how dreadful everything's been and how difficult it's been as a musician, and blah 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 blah. Right, there is a point to me telling this, but they said, and if you're watching, you know who you are. They said, I promise you, I'm going to come to Acoustic Bliss every week. I don't know what I was thinking, and I'm not going to hold you to that, but the point is, it's like you don't know what you've got till it's gone, eh? And what I hope is that here we are, dwelling on the past again, but it's the beginning, the shoots, that we get back some of our old mojo, the mojo that we had when this all first started, because it appeared from nowhere, and nobody, all the people that came to Acoustic Bliss at the very beginning, none of us knew each other, not really very well, and a lot of the people in the chat, a lot of the regulars, you know, we grew to know and love each other over the years. It's wonderful. So if you're new to Bliss, then you're really welcome, because you are joining a fantastic family of players and appreciate. Now, you might not think they appreciate it from the chat, from some of them, a bit cheeky, but honestly, it's love. Anyway, not everybody can make videos, actually, but anyway, this I've all I can see is it's something that you might sit on.
I'm back, flat on my back. I like it like that. I won't change tack. I'm off a road, Jack. Lying by the fire, glass of wine in hand. The Sunday press anointing of the planet saving man. Time to put that pen to paper. Time to call the instigator. Time to funk the fear of failure. Here's the blue sky. Welcome to my 50th anniversary edition. 50th anniversary edition. 50th anniversary edition. 50th anniversary edition. I'm back. I'm gonna buy a Mac. I'm gonna live in a shack. I'm gonna upload tracks. I'm gonna... Ooh, how did you do that? I like it like that. Lying by the fire, glass of wine saving man. Time to put that pen to paper. Time to call in instigator. Time to funk the fear of failure. Here's the blue sky. Welcome to my 50th anniversary edition. 50th anniversary edition. 50th anniversary edition. 50th anniversary edition. Anniversary edition. 50th anniversary edition. 50th anniversary edition. That's me, I said 50th. 50th. Go 50th. Say what you 50th. Come on, a 50th. A 50th. 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 So 50th. 50th. Or to 50th. 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 50th.
James Blimmin Bissett. Yes, thank you, James Bissett. I was trying to show you. I was grooving and funking, but I put the wrong camera on. So there we are. Thank you very much, James. Cracking. Now, people did notice that your sound for your garden was pretty full. There was questions about your lip syncing and stuff. I think you need to answer them in the thing, but thank you. And remember, we're not trying to be anything. We're just trying to share and love our music. And see, when we're in the pub, we don't really. We allow loop pedals and effects and things, but we don't do backing tracks. And the idea was then to sort of make a level playing field, really, because there's plenty of places to get that. And we're all about this, whatever that is. Oh, I think my Guinness is kicking in nicely now, so that's good. Thank you. Nice one, JB. Anyway, Now, Mandy said several times in there, oh, hang on, this is all very professional. Well, some people have got the kit to make films and that. Not everybody has. And anyway, it's not about being professional in that sense, if you know what I mean. Now, my next video, I'm glad Caroline and Jamie. My little heart's going. Don't go away, because you'll like this next video. And Ruth, don't go away, because you'll like this next video, as will many of you, right? Because this next video was sent to me by another of my favourite people and favourite artistes. I could wax lyrical about this woman, right? I won't, because that might give it away. But this is a self-penned, it's a song written about something that many of you will recognise. Many of you will recognise this. If you own a cat, if you share a house with a cat, if you have a cat, I don't anymore sadly, but if you have lived with cats at any point in your life, you will appreciate this next song. So here we go. Let's see if I can get it up. Oh, enjoy. Oh. No, don't enjoy. Cock up number 1.
It's 5 a.m. and you should be sleeping, but you have to wake up. The cats are hungry again. The cats are hungry. The cats are hungry again. It doesn't matter what you feed them. After all the food is gone, they want more. It's 5 a.m. and you should be sleeping, but you have to wake up. The cats are hungry again.
That was Jalen, or some of you may know her as Belle Longs, and she sent me that. She wrote that. I guess her cat had woken her up at 5 o'clock in the morning hungry, but we know that feeling if you've had a cat sitting on your chest, restricting your breathing, or sitting on your face, or whatever. So thank you, and hopefully I'll get some more stuff from Jalen. She's back in the Shire, but I played that next just to make the point that it doesn't matter whether you're outside or inside, or whether you've got fancy recording equipment or not. What's amazing now is that even a phone can do a HD quality sound thing, and so it's great. And the thing is, they're all as beautiful in their own way. Because what we like, if they were all exactly the same, we'd get bored, and we like the variety of it and the honesty. So with that in mind, we're kind of in the present, and so there's a few things I want to say about now and in the present, but I want to play this because I started off by talking about just saying that we've had a bit of a few weeks, and Mandy, she sent us this song. And if there was ever a song or ever a thing to prove that it doesn't matter what the quality of your video's like, or whether you've got fancy props or anything, it's about the words and the meaning. This is it. So hopefully I can get it on. Here we go. Thank you, Mandy. And she said it's for you both.
Oh, we've got a light on. This song is another Nashville television song, and I'm learning it for a wedding that I'm going to, and they want me to sing at. So no pressure. I can't get the guitar in tune, but never mind. Sitting here tonight by the firelight, it reminds me I already have more than I should. I don't need fame, no one to know my name. At the end of the day, Lord, I pray I have a life that's good. Two arms around me, heaven to ground me, and a family that always calls me home. 4 wheels to get there, enough love to share, and a sweet, sweet, sweet song. At the end of the day, Lord, I pray I have a life that's good. Sometimes I'm hard on me when dreams don't come easy. I wanna look back and say I did all that I could. At the end of the day, Lord, I pray I have a life that's good. Two arms around me, heaven to ground me, and a family that always calls me home. 4 wheels to get there, enough love to share, and a sweet, sweet, sweet song. At the end of the day, Lord, I pray I have a life that's good. At the end of the day, Lord, I pray I have a life that's good. Cheers.
Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to the Lockdown Lounge with me and Mooney. Here's a song from Elton John, one of his earlier ones called The Greatest Discovery. It's not very well known. It wasn't in his mainstream, but it was on one of his LPs. Anyway, it goes something like this. Peering out of tiny eyes, your grubby hands that grip the rails, wipe the window clean of frost as the morning air laid on the latch. A whistle awakens someone there next door to the nursery just down the hall. A strange new sound you never heard before, a strange new sound that makes boys explore. Treading each so small, those little feet, amid the morning his small heart beats. So much excitement yesterday that must be rewarded, must be displayed. Large hands lift him through the air, excited eyes contained him there, the eyes of those he loved and knows. But what's this extra bed just here? His puzzled head tipped to one side. Amazement swims in those bright green eyes, glancing down upon this thing that makes strange sounds that sing. And in those silent, happy seconds that surround the sound of this event, a parent's smile is made in moments. They have made for you a friend, and all you ever learn from them, until you grew much older, did not compare with her when they said, this is your brand new brother, this is your brand new brother, this is your brand new brother. Cheers, folks. Stay safe.
This is Rapper's Delight to the tune of Surfin' USA. Said a hip hop hippie, you don't stop the rock. It's to the bang bang boogie, it's the boogie beat. And what you hear is not a test, rapping to the beat. And me the groove, my friends, are gonna move your feet. See, I'm Wonder Mike, I'd like to say hello to the black, white, red, purple and yellow. But first I gotta bang, bang, the boogie to the boogie. Let's rock, you don't stop, make your body rock. On and on and on and on, beat don't stop till the break of dawn. On and on and on and on, beat don't stop till the break of dawn. I said the master, G with a double E. I go by the name of the Master G. Now I'm feeling the highs, you're feeling the lows. The beat starts getting into your toes. You start popping your fingers and stomping your feet and moving your body while sitting in your seat. Then you're doing the freak right out of your seat. Then you throw your hands high in the air. You're rocking to the rhythm, shake your derriere. You're rocking to the beat without a care. On and on and on and on, beat don't stop till the break of dawn. On and on and on and on, beat don't stop till the break of dawn. I said master, G with a double E. I go by the name of the Master G. I don't mean to brag, I don't mean to boast, but we like hot butter on a breakfast toast. Well, rock it up, baby, it's so unique. Come on, everybody, dance to the beat. On and on and on and on, beat don't stop till the break of dawn. On and on and on and on, beat don't stop till the break of dawn. I said master, G with a double E. I go by the name of the Master G. I go by the name of the Master G.
What a fantastic I think that was, I could see people asking, that was Rapping USA to, Surfing, Rapper's Delight, I guess, to Surfing USA, the wonderful Pauline Valence, who has kept us all going through lockdown and has been so kind to send stuff every week for Bliss. And before that, we had the rather splendid Mike Abbott. Thank you very much, Mike. Another cracking lockdown lounge thingamy with Mooney. And then before that, we had Mandy. And, you know, like I was saying, Mandy was saying, oh, look how professional all the other videos are. And meaning, doesn't matter. The words, it doesn't matter how, it's the feeling, isn't it? That's what I'm trying to get at. And those words are amazing, and that song's beautiful. And I had to go straight to Mike because it did make me weep again, and I'm not going to do it on camera. Yeah, awesome. So thank you, all three of you. And look, whether you can film in glorious Technicolor or you just stick a camera on a table and thing, it's wonderful for all of us. And you know, like it still amazes me how many people are tuning in, and most people watch after Thursday night. They watch you know, overnight and into the next day, and and after that obviously on playback as well. But all of you, you know, Bliss would be nothing if it was just me talking, for God's sakes, you know. It would be terrible, wouldn't it? But it's the input, it's what people send to us, and what people have given us over the years, which is incredible. My shoes come off. Anyway, thank you. So we're kind of in the present now. I think I'm going to run over. No sense of timing. Everybody's sent me. I've got sent so much stuff. So if you don't mind, we're going to run over a little bit. So we're kind of in the present. And I want to the next thing I'm going to show you is actually, you'll know it as soon as you see the first thing. But you'll need actually, it's not going to be the next thing. What you need is well, will I send you for a pen and paper, or can you do it on your fingers? No, I'm going to send you for a pen and paper. So after next, you're going to need a pen and paper for, unless you're brand new, in which case you won't be able to join in. You'll just be able to watch and marvel, right? So let me, as we're kind of in the present, let me show you the next film. So we're going to go right. So those of you who are watching away from Air or Ayrshire, those of you who are watching abroad, I don't know if Bob's watching, Bob, if you are, mwah, to Ohio from Ayrshire. That was a bit poor, but we're arms, hugs, sending to you. And also the beginning of this video, this is one of the reasons, the beginning of this video, not the video, it's not the video or the content of the video, it's the picture at the beginning of this next video was one of the reasons why I wanted to live here. There are many reasons why I wanted to live here, but this was a real driving force. The rest of it will explain itself. It's cracking. Here we go.
Like any working boy, you just laughed and told him where to go. 'Cause I have seen the writing, wings will lift us high. It's time to leave the city, time to fly. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Tell you what we're going to do. We'll take the high road, me and you, and board the ferry as the sun goes down. And Kildonan will be waiting, and the moon will light our way. We'll dance again across the yellow bay. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come Come away with me now.
Oh, we'd all love to. We'd all love to come away with you, James Bissett, and obviously your lovely wife. What a fantastic! I didn't realise, because I told you I don't play the videos because I like it to be a surprise on the night, and I didn't realise that picture went all the way through. So that's what I'm talking about. So Bob in Ohio, if you're watching, that's a little taste of our coastline, and I think that's the Ailsa Craig in the background. Absolutely beautiful, and everybody that lives in this town and around about will recognise that view and know and love it. And one positive thing I think about the present is that lots more people are enjoying nature and enjoying the outdoors and enjoying the beauteousness that the world has to give. So thank you for doing that, James. I love that song. We all love it, and that was a great video as well. And so I wrote this down earlier and I forgot to say it at the end, but in that song that Mandy wrote, one of the lines was, at the end of the day, I have a life that's good. And that's it, isn't it? The present, where we are now, is we've just got to hold on to the things that are good. That's what we've needed to do for the last year, try and hold on to things that are good, because something is going to be new, something new, and hopefully even better will emerge. Anyway, thank you. Loved that. Loved the sea, the smell, everything. Love it. So yeah, we are running over. Thank you, John Gibbons, for saying run. Keep going, because I've just got. I don't really want to. I don't want to edit and I might have to eventually. But anyway, so did you get your pen and pencil? So this is self-explanatory, but it's that time of the night, folks. It's when, that lovely little Bliss person, I don't know why I'm doing that voice, Moira Turner. She turns up, does Moira Turner, with a little digital stick thing, and often a bar of chocolate. And this is what happens. Pen and pencil.
Time is a wooden spoon. It's blackberry jam on summer noon. My mind, it fires up in style. But time is a crooked thing, wound round a wicked spring. Nostalgia's holy power, every hour maturing. It's better than HD and 3D. Every TV screen I've seen seeping rainbows and long-forgotten light shows, flashes of right and wrong. Your silhouette I won't forget. For a million years I will still let you hold me like a shadow. I won't forget. For a million years I will still let you hold me like a shadow. Time is a love in bloom. It's blanket stars, a silver moon. My mind, it fires up in style. But time is a funny thing, where I now lose, I used to win. Nostalgia's holy power, every hour maturing. It's better than HD and 3D and every TV screen. Seen seeping rainbows and long-forgotten light shows, flashes of right and wrong. Your silhouette I won't forget. For a million years I will still let you hold me like a shadow. Your silhouette I won't forget. For a million years I will still let you hold me like a shadow. It's better than HD and 3D and every TV screen. I've seen seeping rainbows and long-forgotten light shows, flashes of right and wrong. Your silhouette I won't forget. For a million years I will still let you hold me like a shadow. Your silhouette I won't forget. For a million years I will still let you hold me like a shadow.
Oh, I completely love that video. Completely love it. There's something delicious about putting pictures to music, and sometimes the music isn't relevant, but it was good length, beautiful song, another one. And I chose Sam because it's the anniversary of coming up. Another cracking song, and that's a beautiful haunting song. So it unfortunately, silly game over it, but your silhouette I won't forget. It will haunt me like a shadow. Honestly, the words to that whole song are just beautiful. And so there are all the answers. You get 10. Well done. What about the last one? The last one, your silhouette I won't forget, haunt you, like it'll haunt me like a shadow. Who was the last one? Does Ruth know? I missed it. You might have to say it all again. So, because that was actually, that very last one was from Halloween, probably about 2012 maybe, and that was actually a pumpkin that was cut. That face was cut into a pumpkin. It's like smoke. I'm getting good at this. No, well, and see, if you're watching and thinking, well, this is hopeless because I don't know anybody, sorry, but the tune's lovely, and don't you think a little bit of emotion just looking at different people playing? And if you are new, that's what we used to look like. That's what Acoustic Bliss looked like before we were doing it from the bunker. We had a stage. Can you believe that? Stage, lights, haze machine. Anyway, right. 10 out of 10. John Gibbons recognised Duffy's boots. Well, so you should. I bet you've stared at them often enough. Yeah, well done, Moira. So anyway, the last one, I haven't seen any answers in, but the very last one, the one cut into a. Moira, were you cheat? Yes, Moira was cheating because she chose all the photos. Obviously, yeah. I'm having a word with you about the one of me, by the way. Tubby Davis wants to with you about that, but you can't complain. It's now what do you know who the last one was? Answers in the thing, and I'll tell you if you're right. Moira, you zip it. Right, okay. Now, as we're having fun, right? Look what the postman. Oh, hold on. I haven't done that once yet. Right, hang on a minute. Let's just get my head around this. Right. Look what the postman brought me. So this is the present. We're in the present, and this is what the present looks like.
Hello. We're pissed in the garden. No, we're not. Well, I am. It's so nice to actually be around people in the garden that we can actually socialise.
Outside.
The Janita's apartment might be a bit screwed up, but never mind.
They're all vaccinated.
It's not like I ain't got a big enough garden either.
It's not 2 metre rule.
It's not 2 metre rule, it just says 4 in the back garden.
Yeah.
True. That's very true. And after the last song we recorded and David played with us, he's sitting he's going to do nothing this time, so he says.
He's trying to resist the urge.
Anyway, this is a Ward Thomas song.
I believe in you. You ready?
We hope.
I
Yeah, I believe in you. I believe in you. Believe. Fantastic song. And it was so nice to see people together enjoying themselves again. And hopefully we're all going to get a bit of that soon. Absolutely great. And that's what I'm saying, isn't it? You know, every video tonight has been absolutely brilliant, wherever it was made, however long it took, what it was recorded on. Brilliant. Because, yeah. Honestly, it's like an emotional... Ooh, what's going on there? Roller coaster. So I can... Oh, yeah. Anyway, so, present. There's too much to put in the present, but just that at the end of the day, we have lives that are fundamentally good. We're lucky. And so whatever your present is at the moment, your future, you know, there is green shoots and hope and stuff. And yeah. So let's get there. Let's get on to the future. So we're going to roll it back a little bit, gentle. We're going to go a little bit gentle, because I hope that this is one of the things that are in the future. Will I say something and then play? No, I'm going to say something. So the thing about Acoustic Bliss that's been a theme wherever we've been doing it, is that, you know, all are welcome, and also we really want new people who don't normally play in public, you know, don't normally play to an audience, to get up and share, because we just love, and when I say we, I don't mean me and Ma, I mean all of us, we just love seeing and hearing the variety. And most people that have been to the pub or wherever we've been playing, the thing that they take away, the thing that they love about Acoustic Bliss is the marvellously varied music. It's what Steve McCann always used to say. So anyway, so our next clip, it's not very long, but I saw this for the first time today, and I asked the person to send it to me, because I just think it's beautiful, and more of. So the future for me, many things, but more of people just saying, oh God, I'm going to send a recording. He didn't actually do that. He sent it to me, and I asked him if I could get the thing, but you know what I mean. So here we go, and you'll know this guy. It's beautiful. Brings a little lump to my throat. So that's how Steve Duncan. I want to point there. What's happened? That's what's happened. No, weird. Yes. So Steve, beautiful. And you said, he actually said, you must be desperate if you want, you know, desperate for content. No. But I love variety. I love to hear people's different style. When I first met Mark and started hanging out with way more guitarists than is healthy actually, but sort of seeing different styles, and seeing how many everybody's got a style. It suddenly opened up a whole world to me, that everybody's style was different. And actually, I don't know if I've said this before, but the first time we came to Scotland, to this area, we got invited to the Kirkmichael Festival. I'm sure I've said that before, but the thing about this was it was an acoustic guitar festival, and at first when I heard that, I thought, oh, I mean, this is, we played and sang, and I love guitar and acoustic, but the idea of a whole weekend acoustic music for a whole weekend, really? But actually couldn't get over, there was sort of 3 solid days packed with music in different little venues round and about the village, and yeah, it was all so amazingly different. And that I already loved open mic, already loved it, but that sparked my thing, like look at all the things that people can do with instruments. It's just amazing, and I want to hear it. I never get bored, never get tired of hearing people playing. So Steve, don't stop, keep it coming, because it is beautiful. And we need in an evening, if everything was like Bumblebee, it would be too much. If everything was like Mandy's song, I wouldn't be able to speak to you. I'd just be weeping all the time. So we need mixture, and that's what has made it work. Same with our audience, we're all different. And on that score, I just want to say that I don't know if Marion and Margaret and Christine are watching. I don't know if they watch. That's the ladies, as we call them. But I hope you are, and I hope you're well. And because I keep catching sight of you in various films and thinking, oh, I might cry. And Roy and Liz and Bernie and Paddy and Keith, and there's so many people. Too many to mention, and if I haven't mentioned you or I haven't played any of your films over the last year, it's just because it's overwhelming. There's too much, but we think of all of you. We want to play everybody, but honestly, I'd have to run Bliss every night. No, thank you. So let's play the next tune. I think what we're going to do this next, and then I'm going to are we going to do that? What time is it? Yes, okay, we'll play this and then. All right, so this is an interesting one. Song, that is. You know who it is. Oh, no, you don't. Oh. Oh, God.
Howdy again, folks. It's me and Mooney. Got a song from Keane now called Sovereign Light Cafe. I'm going back to the time when we owned this town, down Powder Mill Lane and the battlegrounds. We were friends and lovers and clueless clowns. I didn't know I was finding out how I'd be drawn to you when we talked about things we were gonna do. We were wide-eyed dreamers and wiser too. We go down to the rides on East Parade by the lights of the Palace Arcade and watch night coming down on the Sovereign Light Cafe. I'm begging you for some time, but you still got nothing to say. Don't turn your back on me, don't walk away. I'm a better man now than I was that day. We go down to the rides on East Parade by the lights of the Palace Arcade and watch night coming down on the Sovereign Light Cafe. We go down to the bandstand on the pier and watch the drunks and the lovers appear to take turns as the stars of the Sovereign Light Cafe. I wheeled my bike off the train up the North Coast Road and looked for you in Marley Lane, in every building, in every street light. Oh, how could I ever go so far from home? Well, you got nothing to hide, you can't change who you really are. You can get a big house and a faster car, you can run away, boy, but you won't go far. go down to the rides on East Parade by the lights of the Palace Arcade and watch night coming down on the Sovereign Light Cafe. You go down to the bandstand on the pier and watch the drunks and the lovers appear to take turns as the stars of the Sovereign Light Cafe. Sha la 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 la. And the stars of the Sovereign Light Cafe. Cheers, folks. Stay safe.
Muppet. Do you know? I was missing Mark then, because he does make it funny, doesn't he? Oh, anyway, thank you, Muppet. Beautiful song. I didn't know that song at all, and maybe I should. Maybe we should have a Mabbott compilation. Do you think? Lockdown Lounge. Yeah, lovely, Mike. Thank you. What a great voice. We are so lucky to have so many amazing people. So, thank you. So obviously I haven't done with the present because I'm still in it. Right, I'm still in the present, and the present is very present. But starting to think about the future, and there's just a few things that I'm going to say now, but come back to them. I didn't realise how time was going to fly, but just to let you know that. We did finally get our grants. Didn't like to mention it. Oh, bloody glasses again. But we did have a little problem because, unbelievably, the grant that we were awarded, you could only claim if you had the money in your bank account. What? I hear you shouting. Surely, if you apply for a grant for something, it's because you need the money to buy the things that you have asked for. Yes, I say, that sounds like a sensible... No. A credit card, being able to buy the stuff wasn't enough. You had to have the cash in your bank account. So obviously I went mental, and I literally lost the plot for quite a long time trying to sort that one out. Anyway, long story. Didn't like to mention it before, but I wasn't happy, wasn't impressed, because it meant basically like as I said to them, if I had the money sitting in my bank account, then I would have bought this stuff last year. But hey, apparently that's the way the world works now, so we, it's all sorted. Managed to sell my granny. I'm afraid I don't have them, but you had to do it. And I felt a little bit, because I am sometimes a bit principled, and I did feel like saying, well, you can stick your grant, but then I thought, well, that's just silly because it's real. Anyway, so soon Mark will be availing himself of an updated website for Bailey Guitars, because ours is broken, and you might find this, but I have got my own live streaming kit, so that I can have a digital classroom, and this is where the future comes in. Can avail myself. I don't know if that's right, but Acoustic Bliss can be very mobile, and hopefully I'll be able to enable other people to do some sort of live streaming or record things or something. Not quite sure. So the future. Well, no idea. Absolutely no idea what's going to happen in the future. Obviously, none of us do. But at some point, we will get let out. And what I think Acoustic Bliss should try and do is try and find a way. I felt really, really awful over the most of the last year, because there's nothing, I couldn't even help myself, never mind help other people, and that has felt really that's been really bad for me, really bad. But what I hope that coming out of this is that Acoustic Bliss can be what it was always, a bit of a hub, bit of a, you know, place to, you know, it was always on, so people came, people met, formed bands, they did things, you know, with support, you know, this, you know, there's the community thing, and hopefully that we'll be able to take it to the next, another level, because actually I think that what's going to happen is when all the sort of official support, if anybody got it, has dried up, then lots of musicians and creative people are going to be up the creek without a paddle. So what I'm hoping is that Acoustic Bliss can be something even more, you know, what it is already, but with knobs on. And what I mean by that is, you know, that we're able to, instead of just talking about being a community, we can actually put our money and our mouths, no, our money where our mouth, you know what I mean. So that's my plan, and I'm hoping that well, I'm gonna do a survey very soon, so watch out for that. And if you even if you don't want to fill it, if you in yourself, if you would share it, that would be really good, to find out what, you know, we've got hundreds of players that have played with us, and many of them live locally, but they're all over the place. What can we do to you know, because there's even a possibility that, see, open mic's going to be the first thing to get hit. If there's any little mini waves or anything like that, open mic's going to be an issue. So what can we do? Because clearly it's not going. Bliss isn't going anywhere, is it? It's not going to die. I would like to get out of the bunker, but so what I know I ask you Fridays, and you are really good, you send me things, but what I'm thinking that Acoustic Bliss going forward, instead of just being me looking back at the dates for the last 6 years, I think I'd like to try and do it a little bit differently. So for example, like Ruth made a request, she asked for a particular artist, and I just found a song. So you could request a song or an artist, and I either go back and pick, or I choose a songwriter session. You could maybe we could pick genres or types of music, because I actually have almost all of the entire back catalogue catalogued, the archive. So, you know, maybe we could you know, pick a genre, and I could look back for particular songs. We could also, you know, life events or you know, sort of a topic, because there's all sorts of stuff has happened, and themes. So that's just something that I think, to make it different, because we're obviously going to carry on live streaming. Even, you know, when we go back to being live, we'll be live streaming. Maybe I mean, obviously I've no idea how it's going to work, but we can't just I don't want to just keep going through the archive and saying this is what happened, you know, last year or 6 years ago or whatever. And there's so much material, so much loveliness, there's so much stuff we haven't even touched, there's so many players that haven't been able to play in the last year. So, oh, and another thing is that it's worth saying now, not that I want to set up a management agency, but if you think about all the players that you've seen just tonight, and if you look back over the last year and over the last 6 years, there's so many amazing people, and not all of them are rare. Some of them are going to be nearer where you are. There's even international players. What about you know, trying to book someone for your garden, you know, intimate gigs? Think about ways that you can, if we can't all be together en masse a lot, then how can we get what we need, which is live music, and also support some of the brilliantly creative people that we know? I mean, and who wouldn't want Angela and Mandy in your back garden, setting fire to stuff? Who wouldn't want that? I would want it. I would love it. And I mean, obviously I'm talking about, you know, paid gigs, but you know, it would be great, wouldn't it? I mean, obviously, hopefully there'll be parties and stuff anyway, but I just want to develop those ideas and see if we can find ways of supporting all the amazing people. I mean, not supporting them entirely, but finding new ways to help those musicians that who are really struggling and who will continue to struggle to go forward once all the, you know, the support has gone. I mean, and I am talking about myself. I mean, I actually, last week or the week before, I finally got some money from a hardship fund. And all right, I'm not starving, you can see that. But it's been really hard because we've only had technically one income coming in that we've both had to bring in by selling stuff. So it's like, it's affected everybody in some way or other, and for creative people, it's been particularly hard on their obviously their, you know what I mean. But so ideas about ways we as a community can make that better. So that's what I'm saying. So a couple of things for the future then. So I just want to, we're almost finished. Oh my goodness, look at the time. I can't. Anyway, I'm running over a bit more John Gibbons, a little bit more, right? Because there's 2 or 3 things that I want to mention that are about the future, and play something for them. So we're going to go back to, I'm just look. Yeah. Oh right. So yeah, we're going to go back to this. So I'm going to play this track, right, because earlier on I played Katie Cross, and we're talking about the future, and I'm always saying, how great our musicians are and how lucky we are to have them. And Katie Cross is just one of many, and she also is an ableist. She teaches up in Glasgow at the Bishop Briggs School of Music. They do online classes, by the way. She's encourages and enables younger people to play. She's been involved in all sorts of things, right? But Katie Cross, our Katie, is up this year for the UK Country Awards for Best Artist and Best Album. I will share a link. You've got till there's a few months to vote yet, but so I want to play this track because I want you to remind you why she's in that category. Bumblebee, fantastic original song, all her original material's great, but she has this beautiful voice. So strip back without all the stuff, just listen to this, and then tomorrow, when you've sobered up, go and vote for her.
Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. Little things I should have said and done, never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely nights. And I guess I never told you I'm so happy that you're mine. If I made you feel second best, I'm sorry I was blind. You were always on my mind. Always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love hasn't died. Give me one more chance to keep you satisfied. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. always on my mind. You are always on my mind.
Beautiful. Right, another disadvantage of not having Mark here is that there's only one of us to go for beer, and I haven't got time because I'm playing all these little clips, so I'm still the same beer, which maybe is an advantage. Yes, so Katie Cross Country Awards, UK Country Awards this year, and the voting's in by June, so check that out. But I put that in because there's all sorts of things coming up, there's things happening, there's still stuff. Obviously it's got to be the digital or socially distanced, but there is still stuff out there, and there are people, musicians are still, they're able to participate even if it's not making them any money, so we have to do our utmost to support them, and if that means having Duffy getting shit-faced on your patio, then that's what's going to happen. Sorry Bob for the sweary words. So just little snapshots. So also in the future for Bliss, what I think I'd like to do is have at least maybe a section where we do talk about news, and you know what's coming up. I mean, I've tried to do that a bit anyway, but I've been rubbish at it for the last few months, partly because it's broken my heart to see what hasn't been going on and all the rest of it. So we're gonna that's what I'd like to do, is say, look, highlight things that are going on, and do more of that, you know, even when we go back to live somewhere, we might write it in words or whatever, but and I think we should keep more as Magic Moments on in some way if we can, because that's damn fine. So next, we're not at the end, we're almost at the end, and stop shouting, stop clamouring for more. This is another what's coming up. I saw this today, that the guy in this next little bit of film, he put a thing in the paper today, or yesterday, or somewhere on Facebook, I don't know where it was, that he wants to record a rock song that he's written. I think he's written it. Oh dear me, bit vague, but anyway, he wants a collaboration, and he put a call out to people who could help collaborate, filming it, making the music, doing all the things, and make it a bit of a legendary thing, because he's a bit of a leg end himself. So we'll have a little bit of this, because this will rouse you up to our finale.
I'm a kind of psychedelic-y influenced guy, so I'm going to go right back to 1968 or something like that. I think it was 68. Stevie will keep me right. Well, she's walking through the clouds, the sickest mind is running round. Butterflies and zebras and fairy tales, round with the wind. And when I'm sad, she comes to me, with 1,000 smiles she gives to me free. Said it's alright now, mama, take anything you want from me, and fly on little wing, yeah. sweet angel. Tomorrow I will be by your side, and I said fly on, my sweet angel, fly on through the sky. Fly on, you're my sweet angel. 'Cause tomorrow I will be by your side. Thank you. That's literally the first notes I've struck in about 5 years on an acoustic guitar in front of people. Anyway, I'm going to swiftly move along. When I was a wee boy, right, I was fascinated with cowboys. Cowboys and Indians, that was the thing. I don't know. My brother Peter, he was into Barbies. We'd never play cowboys with me. Cowgirls, maybe. Anyway, when I was 7-year-old, I remember getting into my pal's house and they had BSB television. Does anybody remember it? Before Sky came and ripped everything. And I remember getting in and it was MTV and it was like everything had hairspray, lipstick, pink, everything was pink. And there was a cowboy song from 1986 which I've played all my days, and I'm still going to play it for the rest of my days. So I hope you enjoy it.
So. Oh yeah. Okay. So. Big Gav, can you hear me? Mark told me to clap. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Right. So, Big Gav, right. Lots of stuff in the chat. Yes, he is the cousin of my postman. He is from Maypole. And Gav is well known in these parts because he is a really fantastic guitar player. He mostly electric. He is a Clapton freak. He loves Clapton, loves the blues, loves rock. He's been in. So Gav has been in some really serious bands. Like I mentioned there, like one soul blues band that he was in. I went to see him. It was just, it's mind-bendingly good. He's also played in a band. Now, Ruth, do you know the band where they wore wigs and lycra, wigs and spandex? What were they called? Was it Sex Warrior? No. Anyway, so bit of a laugh, because they're in the sparkly stuff and they've got the wigs and the things on. Very funny, but again, fantastic musicianship. So that was glam rock. He's honestly, I've seen him play in all sorts of things. And when we first met Gav, not long after we moved up here, he wanted to organise gigs. So I used to do the door for some of his young band evenings. And do you know the fuss people made about paying £3 to see 3 or 4 bands? Anyway, that was the old days. They'd give their hen's teeth, wouldn't they, to see him now? Anyway, so before Gav, I lost track of myself. Before we did Acoustic Bliss, we used to do stuff with Gav, and Gav ran events and some serious music. And he invited Clive Carroll. That's where we met Preston. We met him at the Count Michael Festival, but Gav got him up to play. And so we had, lots of stuff, and this was all before Acoustic Bliss. Because there wasn't that many places for that sort of acousticy stuff in the town. Anyway, Big Gav. So check him out because he wants to do a collaborative thing. He was looking for tambourine players, Dode. He wants the full works, drummers, everything. Anybody that wants to pitch in to make this fantastic rock thing. So look him out. So lots of good comments in the thing, but I don't know that if he's got a website because he actually worked. Gav, the other thing that. So Gav, rock good, all of that, etc. Right, day job. When I first met him, he made cashmere. He worked in a place where they knitted cashmere, and cashmere. Like stoles and shawls and scarves and stuff, and he made the machines. He made the things that made cashmere. Yes, I'll say it again. So anyway, wanted. Anyway, I've found myself another Guinness, so it's obviously kicking in nicely. We're nearly there. Right, I was a bit thinking about whether I should play this next thing, because it's only little, but I'm going to play it because, so the future, there's things happening. There are people trying to do things, and I think that what we'll see is more of that because people are starting to realise that maybe we are going to open up a little bit. And please, any suggestions? People have been asking me about, I have not stopped looking at buses, frankly. Unfortunately, our camper has... it's popped. That's going to be in the garage for a while. But yeah, got ideas, things, stuff. So come on, if you've got anything, the more crazy and radical the better, let me know. Especially if it involves large vehicles and campfires. And blah, blah, blah. All of that stuff. So, never mind. Right, I'm going to play. So, future. Obviously, at some point we will be allowed to go back to the pub, so I want every week now. One thing I do want to do is I want to have a spot called "Oh How I Miss," which is a line from Bob's Singing Bar from our outro, I think we'd like to do something like that. So if you have a "Oh How I Miss Acoustic Bliss," if you've got a thing, it can be anything, a saying, absolutely anything. "Oh How I Miss," or you've got a clip or something you remember, and I'll look for it. I found this little clip. It's only a minute. It's just a minute and a half. It's nonsense. It's nonsense from the pub, but it's like, oh yeah, oh how I miss. So let's have a little bit of this, if we can. Right, here we go. So your hosts behind the bar tonight are Gemma. She's brushing her hair. Hosts behind the bar are Gemma and Caroline at the other end. Bob's at this end of the bar, propping it up, keeping us going. We've got a new Guinness sign on the wall, which we've totally obscured with our speaker. What else can I tell you? I'm sure there's lots of other things. Oh, we nearly killed our longest serving watchers because we nearly knocked the speaker off on top of them. And as Mark said, it's the heaviest speaker we've ever had. And we nearly rolled it onto them. But they're still smiling, so that's all good. Live dangerously, that's the only reason you come, is to travel the knife edge that is Acoustic Bliss, isn't it? Right, are you ready? Yes?
Stevie's the house guitar.
I'm all right, thank you. So, we're very relaxed here. Some would say disorganised, but I call it relaxed. And I'm not kidding. Since we left here last Thursday, we've run a course. We've made 2 electric guitars and there's 2 acoustics well underway. But we literally left here and we've just worked for 7 days, apart from today where we did a bit of sleeping. And suddenly it's Thursday again and we're back here. But it's always heartwarming in here. We've had snow, have we not? We've had gales, we've had all sorts going on. And Moira's pointed out that this time last year, the toilets blocked, the internet went down, things fell off, stuff blew away. This time it's a year since it all went tits, and we're hoping that tonight tits. Yes, I'm allowed to say that. So it was nothing special. It was just all that, you know. There was different people in the bar. You could hear the voices. I was talking to the ladies and nearly killed them with the speaker, and you know, and Moira saying things and just all of that, you know. Oh how I miss Acoustic Bliss. It's more than just the music. So that's going to be my new thing. That's going to be going forward. So I'm looking for, if you don't do it, I'll have to. Right, so send me Oh How I Miss Acoustic Bliss. You can email me carol@baileyguitars.co.uk. You can even send me a picture. You can absolutely anything, but the Oh How I Miss Acoustic Bliss, it could even be a song, anything. It's going to be a feature every week because hopefully we're in a countdown. Hopefully we've only got 3 months till we can get in the pub. Anyway, so we've got 2 last things, I think, because we are going to run out of time. And so there's a few things I haven't played, but I'm picking because we're almost at the end. And these are the 2 things that I wanted to put at the end because we're almost at the end. We are still looking forward to the future. But hey, look, let's have some fun. That's what I'm looking forward to. I've forgotten how to have fun. Thursday night has been literally the only fun we've had. And even some weeks that's been super stressful and we haven't. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I've forgotten how to have fun. I really have. But look, this is what it looks like, and I think I might be having. I want some of this. So 2 more acts, but this is the second song from these fantastic people.
Can you edit it? No, it's okay. Hello, blessers. We've actually, this is our first time together since December.
Are you going to do the talking?
So I'm doing the talking now. Is David's here? Oh, he's 4. My apologies.
Yes, I've got to whisper free.
So we've actually got together in the garden. We're being attacked by the fire. Anyway, so we thought we'd do a song. Try and remember it. We're a bit out of practice.
You got your bass on?
I gathered evidence for staying on my own. I didn't see love, at least not real love. Here's through shining revelation. Here's you rewriting the equation when you blew my dam out of the water. Show my heart a love that's true. Solid declaration. I wear it proudly now. I stitched it on my sleeve. The way you turned me round and taught me how to be in a real love. I finally feel love. Here's through shining revelation. Here's you rewriting the equation when you blew my dam out of the water. Show my heart a love that's true. Solid declaration. Sorry. Solid declaration. Proof. What a revelation. You worth all of my waiting when you blew my dam out of the water. Show my heart a love that's true. Solid declaration. Proof. What a revelation. Here's you rewriting the equation when you blew my dam out of the water. Show my heart a love that's true. Solid declaration.
That's a classic.
Now that's a taste of Big Dave. Sorry.
Yeah, people having fun. Oh wow, I can't wait. Can't wait. Mind you, I don't think I'll make it that far because honestly, I hardly drink at all now. I think we'll be comatose. We need a sleeping bag party because it'll be comatose after a couple of glasses of wine. Anyway, needs no introduction, does it? That's the Stranraer posse. That's Mandy, Angela, and I think Callum was there. Was he? Didn't see if he was playing. So that's Check the Diary. Basically, that's the band Check the Diary with obviously the guest virtuoso on flute, Big Dave. Cracking. I can't wait. We're all coming down. Ruth says she's going to find where she's going to drive down and find where you live. And actually, just before we play the last thing, Ruth said in the thing that she hasn't got a garden, and so that's why she's heading down to Stranraer. But Ruth did a really amazing thing before lockdown, which unfortunately hasn't happened yet, but she organised a house gig. And it's the sort of thing you read about that they do in other places, but it is possible to have small intimate gigs. I mean, once we're allowed in places, so don't rule that out. And maybe we the face of beautiful acoustic music will change because people will have more intimate things. Anyway, thank you, Mandy. Thank you, Check the Diary. That was cracking. I love it. And Big Dave, more. We love it. And if we can't enjoy ourselves all together at the moment, then we'll get vicarious pleasure from vicarious TV. vicarious pleasure from other places. So we're going to end where we started. I've just got to check whether I've said, because normally I don't get to say all the things that I wanted to. Yes, I said most of the things, except there's just one last thing to say. And one thing that I think that's going to be really interesting about the future is the fact that everybody in the world, right, unless they didn't know any of this was going on, has experienced loss. We've all lost something, all of us, and some more than others, true, but fundamentally it's been about loss, and we now understand what loss is, and we understand how it feels to other people. You know, we can never put ourselves in other people's shoes, but I hope that it's, you know, it's been awful, but I hope that actually what that means is that we are all able to be more understanding and help people, you know, help ourselves to compensate for that loss, not by going out and freaking rioting and burning things, but by, you know, compassion is what I'm hoping for. And I've got to say this, and then I'll shut up, right? But what's amazed me over the last year is that since lockdown, the patience that people have waiting for things which nobody had before. Honestly, people used to bleat about, you know, the time. Now we're all much more patient, and I hope that continues. Oh, might have had a beer. Right, get off soapbox. I'm off now. I'm off my soapbox. Right, stop it. But you know what I mean, don't you? So you know, I hope that when we get together, we can have pure fun. And because we all understand where we've come from, and hopefully we'll all be more understanding of each other when we can't string a sentence together and we're incapable of normal social discourse. But anyway, we've got music, so we're going to finish where we started. These people, well, they don't really need an introduction. I want to thank you all for joining us. Thank you for your enthusiasm for Bliss coming back. I'm really sorry that Mark's not here for lots of reasons, and I hope that he'll be back soon. I really do, because it's obviously nowhere near as entertaining when it's just me. But the music speaks on, goes on, speaks on. So here we're going to finish. Thank you to everybody for watching. I'll say it again, Carol at Bailey Guitars, Bailey, Bailey, guitars.co.uk. Email me if you've got any ideas, suggestions, or things you want to say, or oh how I miss Acoustic Bliss. I probably won't come back after this. I'll just put the title. So enjoy this, get your foot tapping, and thank you all so much, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Oh, little hiccup. I've got to just, sorry. See, I said all that and I didn't get it lined up. Here we go.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm coming to the middle. We
Musical
arrange,
mic stands.
Yeah, we arrange ourselves according to where we're going to hit each other with our instruments. This may be a bit of a clash. I hope it's okay. All right.
Just don't dance.
Just don't dance.
Yeah.
All right. Should we do an original?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, okay. All right. Here's a song we wrote when we were touring around South Africa, and in a city called Durban. And it's a silly song. It's about two neighbors arguing with one another about who has the meaning to life. Turns out we all do, so it's a pointless argument. Here we go. Here's a story we must tell. If you're wise, you'll listen. Old man Jack held his thumb to the wind and decided right then he was leaving. He paid up his debt, had the last of his corn, nothing left worth keeping, and he stood bet my life, I bet my life, I bet my life, I bet my life. Caution, my friend, said his neighbor's voice, you don't even know where you're going. So how can a man put his thumb to the wind and decide right then he is leaving? There's no sense to your plan, you're a crazy man to consider that life could be found. There's no better home than the one that you have, and on that I stand my ground. I stand my ground, I stand my ground, I stand my ground, I stand my shook their fists in the air, and I'm not prepared to listen, 'cause I've been here for year after year, and old man Jack doesn't give in. But the sun went down and the wind spun around and it blew their logical way. There's no better home than the one that you have, and on that I guess I'll stay. I guess I'll stay, I guess I'll stay, I guess I'll stay, I guess I'll stay. I bet my life, I bet my life, I bet my life, I bet my life. Hey!
Thank you so much. Right, we're going to take a risk now. You're going to have to be very merciful with us. We're going to do a Scottish song. No, keep in mind, we're from the very deep south.
This is a foreign song for us.
Goodness, forget Surrey. We're from South Africa. Very much so. So, this is going to be a song. I hope so, God willing. This is a song called Wild Mountain Time.
Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows all around the blooming will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to black wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? I will build my love a tower near yon pure crystal fountain, and on it I will build with all the flowers of the mountains. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to black wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? Now if my true love, she were gone, I would surely find another to black wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to black wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to black wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? Thank you very much. You all sing divine.
Town of Air, Statue Square, Twa Dugs bar, you'll find it there. And Bailey guitars on a night like this, sweet sound of acoustic bliss. Carol sings to Moore's guitar, Jam smiling behind the bar, no worries. Cousin Bob singing bar, the smiles come free. Come along, bring your song, play guitar or an old baron. Banjo, flute, violin, piano, sax, just anything. Duffy rocks, Chloe rolls, Wolfie sleeps and Norman blows, no worries. Cousin Bob singing bar, the smiles come free. Absent friends, Willie and Ken, reminisce and laugh again. The song is sung, the day is done, but the memories will linger long. Behind the mask, raise a glass to live music and friends, past no worries. Cousin Bob singing bar, the smiles come free. Silent singers, songless days, shadows playing without a stage. And Bailey guitars on a night like this, how I miss acoustic bliss. Carol sings to Mark's guitar, Tom smiling behind the bar, no worries. Cousin Bob singing bar, the smiles come free. Life rocks, you gotta roll. Play the blues and ease the soul, no worries. Cousin Bob singing bar, in Bob singing bar, in Bob singing bar, the smiles come free.
Bob singing Bob.
1 dog, 2 dog, 3 dog, 4 dog, 5 dog, 6 dog, 7.
Bob singing Bob.
Bailey guitars, 2 dog, 3 dog, acoustic, 5 dog, 6 dog, 7.
Bob singing Bob.
Bailey guitars, 3 dog, acoustic, 5 dog, 6 dog, 7.
Bob singing Bob.
Bailey guitars.